Sim Update 10 is just about to go live in a beta test. We've got all the details of how you can access the update and jump in so you don't have to wait. Of course, we've got all of this week's breakdowns when it comes to news announcements and release news. So let's jump into this week's video. Before we jump into this week's first preview, be sure to hit the subscribe button. That way we can keep you up to date with all the latest flight sim news and updates. And thank you, it's much appreciated. Flying Iron Simulations earlier this year announced they were developing the F6F Hellcat for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Since that announcement, we haven't heard too much from the team on the development of this aircraft. With the release of the freeware moving aircraft carrier last week, the team couldn't resist taking their Hellcat for a spin. The team mentioned that the carrier works perfectly with the Hellcat and the aircraft will support tailhook and launch bark aircraft operations. No detail about other features of the release of the Hellcat and no release date at this stage, other than a few screenshots provided of the team putting the Hellcat through the works on the aircraft carrier. Milvez this week has an exciting update, which is the Boeing 737-200 Classic for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The team mentions that the aircraft development is progressing well and the team has been working with Nolan in order to get access to the real aircraft to record sounds. Milvez has mentioned they are confident now that they can bring the 737-200 to a level they would expect themselves. The team also have a number of different projects on the go at the moment, so I wouldn't expect we would see any release date of the 200 anytime soon, but it's really great to hear that it's still progressing very well. SimWorks Studios and Pilots updated us this week on their current in development project, which is the Dash 7. They mentioned that the exterior modeling is complete and it's fully animated with liveries being added at the moment. The team is now moving towards cockpit where the modeling is complete, with textures and animations being their next major task to complete within the cockpit. Systems and flight dynamics are also complete, and the team mentioned that the Dash 7 level of complexity won't be overwhelming, but it will still be feature rich. But don't expect to see any circuit breaker functionalities. From that statement, I guess we should expect to see this as an entertainment level Dash 7 and it won't be a study level. No detail on release date just yet, but we'll keep you posted when we get some more news. A2A Simulations again this week are in the news again. With a couple of weeks ago we heard from the team for the first time on the progress of the Comanche. This week we have been treated to some new cockpit screenshots. A2A mentioned that the Comanche is not in a beta phase just yet, but they are heading that way very quickly. We'll keep you posted on more details of A2A, but it's good to see we're finally getting some news and some insights of what's happening with their projects at the moment. AnyBuilds this week updated us with a little on the Airbus A310, which was announced recently as being part of the 40th anniversary Sim Edition. The team mentioned that a lot of elements are complete with final refinements being conducted at the moment. AnyBuilds said this is not a modern airliner and that it has quirks, and they have been fully reflected in the aircraft to provide a great deal of immersion, which is very cool. There are a few elements that have not been revealed at this stage, and the team plan to show them to all of us next month, so we'll stay tuned for that one. Moving on to this week's releases and taxing over, the first one from the team over at Domic Designs team, which released Indianapolis International Airport. This airport is located 11 kilometers southwest of the downtown Indianapolis and is the second largest FedEx Express hub in the world. The only one to beat that is the Super Hub in Memphis, which is bigger. The package includes PBR textures throughout, dynamic lighting, custom handcraft pavement, custom jetways, and you can pick up your copy of the Domic Designs Indianapolis directly from the Sim Market store, and it looks pretty good. It looks pretty detailed in my opinion. In more news this week, Aerosoft Scenery developer company 29 Palms Scenery Designs this week released 29 Palms Airport. This airport was created by the US Air Force in 1942 and it's located in the Mojave Desert. Nowadays it's used as a public airport that welcomes many flights a day, most are which are GA type aircraft. Features include satellite imaging with complete coverage of the airport and surrounding areas, high-res textures with PBR, over 100,000 placed custom-made rocks and vegetation. That's insane. Realistic custom-made taxiways, runways, rail lights, hazard lights, and beacon lightings have been included. Numerous custom-made static objects and aircraft around the airport, and custom-made animated windsock. You can pick up your copy of 29 Palms Airport directly from the Aerosoft store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Apex Gaming PCs and the Oz Flight Simmer channel have partnered up to create a range of gaming flight simmer PCs tailored to flight simulation pilots in mind. The private pilot and the commercial pilot range has been designed to provide a great frame rates if you are on a budget or if you're an experienced simmer and want to take your simming to the next level. You can even customize to suit your virtual pilot needs. Links in the description below if you want to check out the new range of Oz Flight Simmer PCs, the private pilot and the commercial pilot. Lining up on the runway for this week's Sim Update news, and Sim Update 10 beta is almost ready. The Microsoft team are finalizing beta notes in prepping for the forerunners ready for a test build targeted on 8th of July. Most likely by the time you watch this video, it's probably going to be released and out. Sim Update forerunners will be opened at the same time with information on how to join the beta. If you are interested in providing feedback and testing the update before it goes live to everyone next month, this is your chance. At the time of this video, no patch notes have been published. We will devote a video on that at a later date, but remember to check the forums on how to sign up. All the information will be over there. Once the Sim Update 10 beta goes live, the Microsoft Flight Simulator team plans to end the Xbox stability test. The virtual pilots who are in the Xbox test will automatically be transitioned over to the Sim Update 10 within a few hours of the Sim Update 10 beta going live. Details again in the forums if you don't want to transition across to the Sim Update 10 beta. The Microsoft team did mention they have received good quality information and will look to have some fixes out to the Xbox virtual family in a timely manner. By the sounds of it, they must have a few ideas on how to improve the problems plaguing the Xbox console, which is really good news. No real update this week for the development roadmap, which is expected to be the same throughout July. On the feedback snapshot this week, Cleolay improvements, DLSS and bush trip fixes are still slated for the Sim Update 10. I guess the beta users will find that out very soon. And while the weather and terrain API, the DirectX 12 for PC, are still showing as Sim Update 10 Plus, so we're not sure if we'll see them in this coming update or we'll have to wait for maybe Sim Update 11. According to Microsoft this week, the third-party update, we've seen 26 airports released in different stores around the globe, 1 new aircraft and 8 new scenery packs and 3 new mission packs. On the in-store marketplace, we've seen 35 new products this week. 18 of these are on PC and 17 of these are on console platform. Pretty much most of these are livery packs or airports. I haven't seen any aircraft releases over at the store this week. The next few weeks look to be very busy for the Microsoft Flight Simulator team, with the Xbox patch hopefully on the way soon and a new Sim Update 10 beta. Hopefully we'll see some new tech added to the sim and stability increases for our console virtual flyers. If you want to stay up to date with all the news, and be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, that way we can keep you updated with the latest when it comes to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Stick around for a few minutes more as we check out what went wrong in this week's stream, and it was a lot of fun. Hopefully we can see you over on one of those sometime soon.
Pull up. Pull up.
Pull up!
Pull up.
Pull up!
Minimums. Minimums.
Pull up. 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 Pull up.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Ground idle. Whoa, we're a bit rough on the landing there.